what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, okay. Okay. Stupid ass me. God. Anyway. All right. Welcome into the Clear as Mud podcast. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, have we had a few days. But tonight, we're going to be talking about one of Gigi's favorite topics. We're going to be talking about cryptids. And before we get into all that, though, let me introduce around the table here. Of course, I'm Riveter. I'm joined tonight by my lovely co-host. We've got Seth.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. And then, of course, the lovely Gigi as well.
Hi.
So, anyway, hopefully you guys are both doing well. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day today. It's Thursday. We've only got one day left in the week, and then we'll get to have a little respite. I'm looking forward to it because, boy, this week, I don't know about you, but boy, work has just been
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have summer Fridays, so today is my Friday. Whoop.
Ooh.
Well, it must be nice to be special.
Yeah.
Wow. This is the new thing they like to do in big companies, especially tech companies, where instead of paying you like a livable wage, they give you all these side perks. Like over the summer, you get every other Friday off.
Really?
Whoa. I would take that deal in a heartbeat.
I've worked in tech all my life, and I've never had that.
I've had it at the last 3 companies I've worked for. Just how they did it was different. Some places did every Friday off. Some places did half Fridays off. And then the current place I'm at, depending on your level, you either get every other Friday off or half days on Fridays.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's 100% cool. All right. Let me go here to this instead. All right. So, since this is one of your favorite topics, and you wanted to do this, if you would be so kind, madam, would you please kind of tell us what is it cryptids or
It's cryptids.
Cryptids. Tell us what cryptids are and what it's all about, please.
Yeah. So a cryptid refers to the subject of the field of cryptozoology, which is a pseudoscience relating to creatures of questionable or disputed or unsubstantiated existence. This can also refer to things of legend, extinct animals, and like anything that comes from like folklore. So examples of this might be like banshees or La Llorona, where their creation or existence is deeply steeped in the culture of the people. It can also mean things like dodos, which are now extinct, and other creatures that were perceived to have existed at some time, and someone may have seen one, but it was probably the last one of that species. Or what we're more used to, things like Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and etc. These kind of creatures.
So like a Tasmanian devil, right? They they thought that it was extinct, right? They only had pictures of it from one that was captive in a zoo, I believe in like Australia. But then they think they may have actually found a small like group of them up in like the very, very rural parts of Australia where like nobody is at, right? Would that be an example of a cryptid?
It would have been at the time, but Tasmanian devils, their population is actually, it's better now. But yeah, since 1996, apparently they're okay. The Tasmanian devil, but there are some other creatures that were like fabled, such as like sloths and platypus. Like especially the platypus, where people were describing like what it was, and everyone was like, oh, that was just a deformity. But no, platypuses are a thing.
Okay. Okay. All right. So anyway, I'm going to let you.
Oh, there it is. Mike said it's a Tasmanian tiger. Yes, that one is extinct.
No, that was one. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's what I was talking about. I don't know voltage. I just remember there was something from Tasmania that they had, like in very limited, like an old video of it in the zoo, and then I thought they found like a real small little band of them that, but maybe I may be. Listen, I'm old, I've slept, and so I may be confusing things. But anyway, let's go on with the. So you've got some stuff that you want us to talk about tonight, correct?
I have some subjects to discuss.
Okay. All right. So I guess putting links in our little thing there, and I'll bring them up and however you want to go through this. Then I've got one that is kind of near and dear to. Well, it's not. The areolas. What is it? JFA tip $5. Talk about dogmen.
Well, you could come into the chat and tell us about dogmen. We're welcome to hearing about your favorite cryptids today, if anybody wants to share.
But it's not necessarily near and dear, but I just have some funny stories about it. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get started in there. So go ahead and put your links, and I'll pull them up.
Okay. So I will go ahead. Okay, so I have two, and both of these are coming out of Brazil. I'm going to start with the Boto Cor de Rosa, and I'll send you the link to this.
Okay.
And Riv, if you also want to Google, well, actually, I'll tell the story first. So, the Boto Cor de Rosa is a Brazilian creature of folklore, which is said to be a pink dolphin that in the night becomes a man and seduces people, usually women, and impregnates them. And he will usually do this like near the water. And then in the morning, he becomes a dolphin again. And that's it. That's the whole lore.
That's the whole lore. Okay. All right.
The whole lore. So what's interesting about this is that pink dolphins are a thing. And they're actually really gross looking. So, people, if you just Google pink dolphins, like these things will come up.
This ain't gonna bring up like some sex crap or nothing, right?
No, it's not. That's a Seth move. Although actually, that would have been a good time.
No.
So the pink dolphins are the Amazon River dolphins. I will just send you a link to that.
Okay.
And I personally think they're real gross looking because they're real fleshy looking. But it makes sense that this story comes out of Brazil, where they have these pink dolphins. And fun fact, I hate dolphins.
I'm gonna time out DMax, by the way, just so you guys know.
Why you No, you're not going to time out DMax.
What do you do?
Made a pun in chat.
Well, puns are allowed.
No.
Yeah.
I also don't have mod powers, by the way.
Well, why do you not have mod powers, Seth?
Because I abuse it?
Probably.
So yeah. She does. I agree. So I find this one interesting because it's pretty obvious that what this actually was some people got pregnant and they needed to find a good, how could this have occurred? It must have been that the pink dolphin came out of the river, impregnated me, and then became a dolphin, because that is the most logical explanation. And yeah, I think it's a cool one. Why aren't we talking about this in October? It's not a Halloween story. Listen, the pink dolphin might come and seduce the pants off you at any time of the year. And now that it's summer and we're in the water, we're at particular risk for pink dolphin pregnancy, in my opinion. This is a public service announcement.
Yes. I would agree with that, right? Because, this time of year, people are scantily clothed. They're at the beach. They're having a little fun. And you never know when a little pink dolphin can slide up in somewhere. And the next thing you know, boom, you're pregnant. It's just that simple. The dolphin makes people wet. Oh, Jesus, Max.
Yeah, and I told you we should time him out.
No, I'm not timing. That's good stuff. I like that.
God. I agree. Okay. So I wanted to talk about that one because I
Okay.
do think that some cryptids come from this kind of folklore, trying to
Okay.
find an explanation of things.
Mhm.
Also, probably my favorite. What I'm going to talk about the one that is actually my favorite, but one of my favorites is the chupacabra, and we've already talked about that one. So I will go ahead and move on to my actual favorite, also Brazilian. This has
Okay.
nothing to do with us being a DMax podcast, by the way. He just so
Okay.
happens to be Brazilian. This is
Just
not
happens.
an
Okay.
homage to DMax or anything.
So is that like the bottom link you just shared or
Yes. Yes.
okay. Okay, this is the
So I'm just
chupacabra, right?
no, this is the curupira,
But this
is how I
okay,
believe it is pronounced.
but it's
You're not gonna be able to spell that, people.
hell I can't
It's
say it, let alone spell it.
it is Curupira.
So let me
Curupira.
open image in a new tab so I can bring this thing up where people can see this thing. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I'm gonna
So what's the story on this cat?
okay. So I'm gonna read this one from a thing because so this one's my favorite because it's just wacky, right?
Okay.
So the Curupira means child's body in the Tupu Guarani language. And essentially, this is a mischievous creature with flame colored hair and its feet turned backwards. His powers are nebulous, but it can cast illusions and enchantments and has super speed. So basically, this is a creature that runs through the forest and you never really know where it's going because its feet are backwards, right? Which means if you're trying to run away from it, so you're following its feet in the wrong direction. And this is part of its whole,
That's how I
you know,
hunt as well.
Yeah.
yeah, there's this picture of it where it looks like a grasshopper that's particularly horrifying to me. Because
Okay.
they say it has a child's body, but a
Mhm.
child's body with grasshopper legs is that's some nightmare fuel. Yeah. So, however, it is just a mischievous creature, so it's fair and brave, and it's a guardian of the jungle, and he tends to help those in needs. But yeah, but he's a mischievous little creature. And that's his whole deal is he looks like a child with red hair, other than his feet are backwards, and I love that.
I punt the
Okay.
shit out of this little guy.
Yeah, I find this one is a little bit disturbing. He did this.
This is disturbing.
Yeah, this is why. Okay, so here's why. So his face is just, of course, and this could just be the artist rendering or interpretation of whatever, but it's like it's demonic looking. You know what I'm saying? It's
It just kind of looks like a guy who went to jail. Like he has like tattoos and shit. I don't know. I
well,
don't
yeah,
think
but
there's anything
he's got
demonic about that.
but he's got fur on his. But look at those eyes. I wish I don't know. Here, can I blow this up a little bit better?
Well,
No.
I think we should also. I find it also interesting that in many different cultures, especially ones where the creatures are like nature spirits, nature protectors, they
Yeah.
often look fearsome.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a pretty. Yeah.
I get fearsome, and I understand that, whatever, right? But I mean, if you look at these eyes and the way they're drawn and everything, and the face and the scowl that's on it, and again, artists and their rendering of it, I get all of that, right? But this picture just makes it look like it's more demonic than it is, maybe necessarily a woodland sprite or something like that would be protective of the jungle and stuff, So
There you go. I got a better photo for you. There
that
you are.
okay. All right, hang on here.
I don't,
So yeah,
I don't think
if
there's
you
anything particularly scary about this one. I'd punt it.
You'd punt it. Well, of course,
Yeah.
yeah, but you're like a super like badass military person, Seth. I mean, come on. I mean,
Yeah, but it's like, okay, come on. It's like a child with red hair and backwards legs. Like, come on.
but he also has powers of illusion
Yeah,
and super
yeah.
speed.
He can mess with your head, Seth.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like You know,
Also,
if you're just like aiming to punt something, it doesn't matter what you're seeing, right? You just gotta punt.
well, here's the thing though. This creature is supposed to be like most adept in the jungle, like the
Yeah.
Amazon jungle. And I don't know
Sure.
if you've been to a jungle, but like we are not equipped to like move around on floor that is shifting because it's alive and muggy and hot, and there's predators all around you that are just waiting
No,
for
I
their
do that.
opportunity.
I do that all day.
Well, I'm
Seth,
just saying, if in addition to those jaguars, there's this little red-haired fellow just hanging out.
Look at that
Yeah.
little fella. I'm not scared of this little fella.
No, he's a good guy. If you're lost, he'll help you, supposedly. So
I'd
He
still
doesn't-
punt
hang
him
on.
afterwards
So
because
hang
he's a
on.
little fella. But
So he doesn't impregnate you or nothing like that?
nope. He's just mischievous. Like he might move your stuff, move your campsite, turn you around. But no, he's not
All right. So hang on. So first he makes you get lost and then he'll help you find your way back. That's kind of a dick
so he
move.
just wasted like 2 hours of my day. Of course, I'm gonna punt
pretty
him.
much.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
There you
kind of
go.
Seth on this one. Punt that sumbitch into the next week. There you go.
I would like to remind you that he has superpowers, but sure.
I don't care. If he's a little bitty thing, I could punt him. I don't care. I'm with Seth.
Yeah.
Punt him. See, Seth,
Punt
we're
him.
already mending bridges. We're already,
Yeah,
we're finding our way back to each other here.
I'm glad we can find common
Well,
ground in punting children.
And we listen here. It's all we have all to think is Gigi and her little red-headed mischievous child that we get to kick through the bazillion jungles.
Thank you, Gigi. You've mended our relationship
Yes,
by showing us
thank
this
you.
little
That's what I'm
fucker.
saying. Look, this little fellow, he's continuing to do good on the world. You guys made fun of him, and here he is, still spreading joy.
And I'd still punt him.
Nah,
punt him.
yeah,
Doesn't change anything.
I'm with Seth. Drop kick his ass. Drop kick his
I'll
ass.
also
in the
say
next
this.
week.
This creature sounds like he's a member. He's at least a cousin to the Fae, the fairy family. And I
Mhm.
don't know if Faes are real, but I'm not messing with them. Nothing I
them.
heard.
I don't know.
People
We
liars,
just hey,
that's
whoa. I'm not gonna say that. I was fixing to make a joke, but I ain't going to because that'll get me. I'll get me probably in trouble.
Anyway, punt them all.
Punch them all. I'm
Nerdy-
sure
nerdy-
someone caught it, but
Nerdy John says they are. He's half one.
there you go.
So there you go.
There you go.
Anyway,
Oh Lord.
you
But
can't
yeah.
you can't
So-
cancel Nerdy because he's one of the special people. He's protected.
He's one of the protected classes.
He's
too.
one of the protected classes. There you go. All right. So
Yeah.
all right. So
Well, yeah.
is there anything else exciting to talk about? And
No.
how do you say this cat's name again?
The Kurupita.
Koru
Kurupita.
Pita.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
Corn
See? Oh,
pita.
that was pretty good.
Corn pita.
Kurupita.
Corn pita.
Corn
Got
pita.
it.
Yes.
Got it.
Corn
pita.
penis.
Guys.
Yeah,
Corn
corn
penis.
penis.
It's a corn
penis.
penis.
Corn penis.
I love the idea that Banana's going to come back and people are going to start writing corn penis in the chat. He's going to be like, guys, this
He's
is
gonna feel-
not a substitute for banana.
He'll feel right at home. He'll feel
banana
right at home.
penis. Banana penis.
Banana who?
Yeah, banana who?
I mean, he
Exactly.
just he just kind of left us. All right.
Who this bitch?
So, do you have any more, or are we ready for my little show? Because I've got
You
a
can
good
do
one.
your little.
Oh,
I would just like to give an honorable mention to the Jersey Devil, my own home
yes,
state.
yes, of course.
Yeah. So the
it's
Jersey
literally
Devil,
just brick, dude.
It's just brick.
It's true. It's just some guy. His name's Mike. He hangs out by the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Don't
the
ever
Jersey.
buy no weed from no gas station, bro. That kind of type deal.
So the Jersey Devil is
It's an
local,
actual devil. Wow, that's crazy.
also known as the Leeds Devil, is specific to South Jersey and Northern Philadelphia, which I
Yeah.
find very funny that it has such a specific range. And it is supposed to be a cross between a horse, a bat, and some kind of rammed.
Looks like
creature.
a ram, yeah, because it's got the curled
'cause
horns.
It has some curled horns.
I remember back in the, oh God, this has been years ago, but there was some TV series or whatever that they went around and they went looking for all these different creatures like this, like the Mothman, the Jersey Devil, of course, Bigfoot, which is the most well-known one out there. The Florida skunk ape, which is an adaptation of the quote, Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Of course, then you got the abominable snowman, or that type of stuff, Yeti, right? But they went around looking for all these things and stuff, and they gave the history or the origin, right, to when they were covering the Jersey Devil, and it was something along the lines, if I remember correctly, there was a woman that they thought she had gotten possessed or had a hex or something like that put on her by malevolent spirits or people or whatever, witches or something like that, and she gave birth to this child, and this was what she gave birth to, was this what became the quote Jersey Devil, and it flies through the trees, and it's got these glowing red eyes and all this stuff. I'm sure if you go out and look on YouTube, I'm sure tons of videos that you guys can, if you're so inclined, where people are hunting for the quote Jersey Devil.
Yeah, it says on the Wikipedia that it was her 13th child, and finding herself pregnant again, she cursed the child in frustration, crying that the child would be the devil, and this was born. Yeah.
So, sometimes I remember things and sometimes I don't. So,
anyway. So it's just your pretty standard, just demon, just random sightings, that kind of thing. Yeah. It should be notable that I feel like, with the exception of like Bigfoot and maybe like the jackalope, a lot of the American cryptids tend to be randomly malicious, whereas in other places of the world, they just have mischievous little guys that are just like, oh yeah, there's this giant frog man who just like shows up to spook you and then goes away. Kind of a thing. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to tell you guys a story. I'm going to get to do what I love to do, which is tell stories and talk a little bit. We're going to be talking about a little town called Falk, Arkansas. And this is Falk, Arkansas right here. It's on Highway 71. When I first started going through Falk, I was living here in Shreveport. I lived in Shreveport, and I'd have to go to Texarkana because I would go up there to have to run service calls and stuff. And I would go through the little town of Falk, Arkansas, probably 3 to 5 times a week. I mean, I went to Texarkana a lot. And I was so tickled when I first got to start going through Falk, because when I was a kid, a teenager, I saw a movie called The Legend of Boggy Creek. The Legend of Boggy Creek was this little docudrama horror film type thing that was made in 1972 by a gentleman. Let's see, his name was Charles B. Pierce. Now, Charles B. Pierce grew up in Falk, Arkansas. After he, was an adult or what have you, he went to local businesses in and around Texarkana, and got them to fund him to make this movie, this docudrama about the legend, or this monster, what they call the Boggy Creek monster. The Boggy Creek monster was originally, the film and everything was shot at like $160,000 budget, and they estimated that it grossed, I think it said, let's see, what was it? Let me read here in the thing. I want to think it was like I think in today's terms, it had been several millions. But anyway, this movie was shot like on an old 8mm style projector camera, like they
Film.
had back in the day, right? So this was kind of, think of Blair Witch before Blair Witch, okay? And when I first watched this movie, which would have probably have been in the late 70s, because the movie was released and everything in 72, but it was actually, they showed it on television. I watched it somewhere in the probably mid to late 70s. So I was, that would have made me like late, early teens. I watched the movie and it absolutely scared the ever-living bejeevers out of me. It scared the shit out of me. There's no other way to put it. This movie scared me. But I was a very protected kid when I growing up. And I don't even know how I was even allowed to watch the movie. I'll be quite honest with you. I don't remember. But anyway, and the premise of this was in the mid to early 50s, 1950s, people started reporting this Bigfoot-like creature in this boggy area, this on this creek that ran in around the town of Falk, Arkansas. And they said that they heard this creature making howling and so forth. And there were stories about this creature actually coming in and picking up like 100-pound hogs, pigs, right, out of pens and carrying off and walking off with them, right? People's pigs and stuff would just disappear. There's all this in this documentary, this docudrama that was made. They reenact it and they show this, that, and whatever else. If you ever get a chance to see the original, it's called The Legend of Boggy Creek. If you ever get to see it, watch it. It has a very big cult following. Anyway, and I've got some clips in the trailer we're going to get to watch and stuff like that. I've got some stuff I want to show you. But anyway, when I moved was living in Hope, Arkansas in early 2000s, and I met who's now my wife, and I asked them about, because at that point in time I hadn't been over to Falk. We weren't living in Shreveport, and I wasn't having to go into Falk. And I asked them, I said, they ever go to Falk, and what did they think about the monster, whatever? And my now was then just the father of the girl I was dating, but who became, anyway, my father-in-law just tilted his head back, started laughing and rolling. And I was like, well, what's, cause I didn't believe there was a Falk monster or anything like that, but I was like, well, what's so funny, whatever. And he said, oh, it's just horse shit. And I said, okay, well, yeah. He said, no. He said, you understand. The people of Falk came up with this story and this hoax because there were some people of color who were trying to move into the town. And so they did this and harassed these people to make them leave, because they didn't want people of color living in the town. So the whole thing about the Boggy Creek and the Falk monster and all that stuff was all because of some racist people. That's what it all boils down to.
Wait, really?
Yeah. And so I was like, are you kidding me? Because I was like, oh, come on now. He goes, no. He goes, I'm serious. And I said, okay. So anyway.
People, I think that's pretty unfucking believable.
It is unfucking believable. So anyway, I've got the original trailer pulled up here from the Falk. This is from the movie. They actually went in. They actually have a YouTube channel, and they've got clips and stuff like this. They took the original trailer and they whatever they do with it. I'm not a film expert, but they did whatever it is that they do, and they got it better quality or whatever. But they other than being better quality, it's still the same thing. So here we go. And just for the record, this is what the community stuff it still looks like if you go through there today. The music is so
Here
ominous.
in this primitive river bottom wilderness in southern Arkansas, along with deer, duck, crane, and beaver, lurks a creature that walks upright. Whether it is a man, a monster, or a myth, no one really knows. What we do know is the people around Fouke, Arkansas say they have seen such a creature nearly 250 times since
Capybara?
1954.
What's that?
Is that a capybara right there, man?
No, that's a beaver, hon.
Oh,
Yeah, Seth, you're pretty familiar with beavers, aren't you?
not really.
Really?
Never
I
seen
love
one.
beavers. I eat beaver every chance I get.
I could see you being like your spirit animal thing. Like the creature you resemble is definitely a beaver, I think.
I have ate so much beaver that that's probably an accurate statement. Beaver.
ate a beaver?
Oh, I love it.
Of course.
You've never.
How do you think?
Whoa!
No.
You've never ate
Oh, you
beavers?
can't eat the cute creatures, bro.
Oh, I eat the hell out of it.
Well,
Oh, you need to stop eating cute creatures. I know
Uh,
you and your fucking
I hear-
squirrels and shit.
I hear the cute ones are more are better to devour.
No. I will not stand for this.
Hang
That's
on.
fucked
You're
up.
telling
You guys are
me
psychopaths.
you're telling me if you had a beaver laid out there in front of me, you're telling me you would not eat the beaver?
No, for fuck's sake, I wouldn't eat a beaver, dude. You guys are fucked up.
Seth, I feel like you never know for sure what you're into until you try it. So
I'm not into it.
Really?
that's
You're
not
not
what
in,
that's not what I've heard, Seth.
you talk about how you're into beaver all the time, Seth. What the hell? You changing on
No,
me now?
I don't like beaver. I don't like beaver at all. I think beaver kind of fucks.
Well, you guys heard it here first.
DMax says he eats beaver.
Yeah, okay, well, he's fucked up. He's a little bit of a psychopath. I don't know what
Oh,
to
so
tell you.
now you have to be a psychopath to eat beaver? Man, you and DJ Khaled really just not good.
Chat, should I clue Seth in? If I should clue Seth in, give me a 1 in chat. Otherwise, we'll let
You
Seth.
mean on what, bro?
If chat doesn't want me to clue you in, Seth, I can't clue you in.
Clue me in on what, bro?
All right, Seth. Beaver is another is a slang word for vagina.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you
I
don't
love
like
beaver, dude.
No, you don't. No, you don't. We have you on record. You do not like beavers, and I'm going to clip the shit out of that. And I'm putting. Listen, I want you guys to go back and clip that shit,
No,
and I want you to
The whole
tag
thing.
everything because we got it on
Yeah.
record. Seth does not like
Yeah.
beaver.
What?
Better-
What is?
yeah.
Wait, what?
No,
How is
no,
that equatable?
She said that we were psychopaths
Exactly.
because if a beaver was just laid out in front of us, we'd have a problem with it.
Yep.
Okay, I know, but like, listen, Peepaw eats squirrel and shit. How was I supposed to know he wasn't actually eating beavers?
But Gigi says that she likes beaver. So what? So
Yeah.
what?
So I thought she was just like also like eating like I thought that was just something you did in America. I don't know.
Well, I don't think it's just Americans that eat beaver. I think it's a
Yeah.
pretty much a worldwide phenom, other than you. So that kind
Ate
of sounds.
massive amounts of beaver, dude.
Her
Dude.
and DJ Khaled on
Dude.
an island.
So,
alone.
so Seth, if you don't, what do you? I mean, because you talk about how you love, that you're lesbian and stuff. So how is it that? Oh, you're
first
selfish.
of
You're
all.
like Nerdy John. You're like Nerdy
Oh,
John. You're
selfish.
selfish.
Lover.
You're a selfish lover.
Apparently.
It's all about
You
your
know what?
pleasure, and you don't care anything about your partner. I got it. Okay.
Okay,
fair.
first of all, I'm bisexual. Okay, it's different.
Okay, fine, whatever. Bisexual, whatever. You know what I
Second of
mean.
all, I
You know
eat
what I mean.
Massive amounts of pussy, dude.
No, you don't. You don't,
I ate
because
massive
we have
amounts
you.
of beaver.
We have you on the live.
We have you on record.
Yes, record saying that you don't do it. That anyone that does eat beaver is a psychopath. We have you dead to rights. You were caught at like 8K. 8K you were caught.
This is fucked up, dude. This is
What?
fucked up. You guys are fucked up.
What?
You're fucked up for trapping me in that, dude.
No,
You
Listen,
psychopath.
we
No.
just wanted clarification. We were asking probing questions to make sure we understood where you were at, and you emphatically denied that you would ever go anywhere near beaver.
Exactly. I
Well,
tried.
you guys are fucked up. If
No,
the
no,
bullying in
no,
this
no,
thing
Seth.
podcast
No,
continues,
Seth.
I'm leaving.
No, Seth. I give you opportunity. I laid it out. I literally said laid out before you. I mean, I don't know how else I could have put that.
True.
Okay, listen. I would not eat the animal beaver, but
Okay.
I would eat massive amounts of pussy. Why is there two animals named like?
Because variety is the spice of life.
Also, I gotta ask, how does a beaver look anything like pussy?
It's hairy, it's wet, it's got teeth.
It'll slap.
Okay, hold on. I think we're moving on here. I think it's time to move on. So what about that Buggy Creek, though? How about that Buggy Creek?
Oh, Seth.
How about that Buggy Creek?
All
though?
right, let's finish watching the Boggy Creek. Here we go.
And that this creature, whatever it is, emits one of the most terrifying sounds ever recorded.
Oh my god.
Isn't that horrifying?
Dude, that got a visceral fucking reaction out of me. I hated that sound.
Yeah.
Also because it was so fucking loud. I'm turning down your stream, dude.
I tell you what,
Jesus.
I think when we get things going right and we get to where we can start doing like our movie nights and stuff with our members and stuff,
We're watching this?
I think we should watch this. I think I can get a copy of this. I think we should watch this.
Yeah. Okay. I'm down.
Will you be able to handle it? Because that yell kind of, and it's got beavers in it. So
It's true.
I don't want to upset you.
Beavers in this.
I'm no stranger to beavers and screaming. That's usually the reaction women have when they see me, to be honest.
Purple Paw Prince has seen it before. She said she'll watch it with us again.
Oh,
So.
has she?
Yeah. So.
Oh.
There he is! Hold this, Bobby! Bobby, take a light!
The Legend of Boggy Creek, rated G.
This trailer slaps.
It might just be me, but I feel like I could smell those men, and it was not a pleasant smell. That's how I feel.
What did they do to you?
I'm just saying.
Poor men.
But anyway, once the wife and I were living down in Shreveport and was having to go back, I'd have to go through this little town. There's a little convenience store there. And out in front of this convenience store, they had one of those silhouette things, where you could stand up. It was so big to accurately depict the Boggy Creek monster, right? They had this little ladder stuff that you'd have to climb up, and they had a little thing where you stick your face through whatever and get your picture taken as the Boggy Creek monster and everything. And then if you went inside the actual store itself, the convenience store, they had a wall. And on this wall, they had like old Polaroids that were yellow and just, faded because of it being so old. They had newspaper articles. They had just, all these things where of sightings and stories about, the Boggy Creek, the legend of Boggy Creek, the monster, whatever. But anyway, that's probably one of the more famous cryptids that we have here in Arkansas. There's a couple others, but I won't get into them tonight or anything. But and that one, like I said, just kind of a little bit of a funny, my wife would ride with me sometimes when I'd go out and run service calls or whatever. And there were several times we went back and forth, through, Falk when she was pregnant. And we joked about, cause my wife, I think she had she had a dream one night when she was pregnant. Of course, hormones all out of whack, whatever. She had a dream that when she gave birth, that it was a little falcon monster, whatever, right? And the funny thing is when our son was actually born, he was exceptionally hairy.
You should have named him Boggy.
Boggy? Well,
Yeah.
maybe, possibly. So, anyway, yeah, but anyway, that's the legend of Boggy Creek. They actually went on to make subsequent. There was other movies made. There was, I think, a total of like 3 or 4 movies. The original movie was made. Then there was a couple of movies that were made that had nothing to do with the original author or anything, and they were more or less just kind of like these B horror movies and type stuff. They were not very good at all. They had no real ties to the original film, other than they used the name of Boggy Creek Monster. Then later on, the original director and everything did make a second one. It was called The Legend of Boggy Creek 2, I think. Return to Boggy Creek or something like that.
We need to watch that one too, then.
I don't even know if I've ever watched it or not. His daughter, the original director's daughter, her name's Pamela. She actually acquired the rights to the movie back in 2019. And after they did a re-release of the video, and kind of cleaned up the original print and everything, and re-released it like the DVD, straight to DVD or whatever. Like I said, it has a fairly decent cult following. But like I said, it's just I remember when my boys were maybe 7 or 8 years old, something like that, during one Halloween, because we'd always watch a scary movie with them, that wasn't too scary. And so we watched Boggy Creek one night, one Halloween or whatever. And like I said, my youngest boy was probably about 7 or 8, somewhere in there. So the oldest one would have been like 8 or 9. And we were watching or whatever. And there's this one particular scene that is extremely scary. It's one of these gotcha, those gotcha little things that they do in these types of things. And when that
Jump
scene
scare?
is a little jump scare, yeah. And so when that came on, my eldest, I don't know if he knew about it or what, but anyway, or he was just kind of setting ready because he figured there would be something like that. He reached over and just kind of grabbed my youngest, and my youngest and literally was kind of stretched out, whatever, on the couch, jumped up straight up into the air and took off running, and is like in midair, like one of those cartoon things. And it was just kind of, we laughed. And needless to say, my youngest would not sleep that night without the lights on his room. Oh God. But so my family kind of has a little bit of just a funny little history kind of with the movie and the whole story or whatever. But it's quite, I don't know, it's a little bit of Arkansas history, and that I love, and I think it's hilarious. But anyway, that's my story. Gigi, did you have any more that you wanted to, or I've got one last thing we can do if you don't have any more. I
don't get a cryptid pick.
I didn't know you had a cryptid pick, but yes, I apologize. I didn't know you had one.
Okay, well, I don't actually. But
Oh, okay.
did I ever tell you the story that I got really spooked walking home?
No, was it by a beaver?
Shut up. No, I'm not gonna tell the story. You know what? No, fuck it. Go on. Whatever you want.
You're gonna
No.
deny your fan the story, Seth?
Tell the story, Seth. I'm sorry. I was
Think
just
of
having a little
people.
fun. Come on now. Don't be that way.
Okay, well, it's gotta be like at least 6 or 7 years ago by now. 8 probably actually now that I think about it. But I was getting off of work late, and it was back when I lived with my parents, and they lived like right near the airbase, so I just walk home. And there's like at the airbase, there's a bunch of like just fenced off areas where there's trees and shit, right? And I was walking past there because I needed to get home. Actually, I was going for cigarettes, but that's not important.
No, of course
I
not.
was and I have one cigarette left, and I was lighting that up, and you know how those little like the lighters do the little clicky click sound?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that. I light up my cigarette. I put it in my pocket, and then I hear like from the tree line. I hear like, stop looking up pictures of beavers, will you?
Okay.
Anyway, I hear the little click sound like repeated from within the woods, and I'm thinking, this is like military area, dude. You can't like. There's some kids lighting up in the fucking woods, but they can't do that because this is like fucking. Fenced off for a reason or whatever. So I'm like, yo, if anyone's like in there, like you gotta get the fuck out. This is like military property.
Yeah.
And no one answers, and I like stop, and I'm like looking at the tree line, right? And I see these like fucking like how when lens like
Flare?
like light
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
not that, but light that's like reflecting off of a cat's eyes in particular.
Yeah, that's
That's
eyes flare,
kind
yeah.
of
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of what I saw, but it was like way high up.
Okay.
Like it's not uncommon for that area to have like fucking hares, but they're like near the ground, and sometimes we see like deer. But it was way taller than both of those. So I was like, what in tarnation? I see those eyes, okay. And, as a fucking badass, which obviously that's what I am, I took off running, and I went home without buying cigarettes, and I didn't sleep that night.
That's the right move.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So that's my cryptid story, okay? Because
Okay.
I believe there is a creature out there.
Well, okay. So I have like three quick points, which are never quick. But I will try to do them in quick succession. So one was, I thought you were going to talk about the Mothman, and I'm really
talk about Mothman. Okay, yeah, I can talk about Mothman. You seen that statue that they put up in Port
Yes.
Pleasant, Virginia? That
Yes.
motherfucker got an ass on him.
That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. And where is the photo, Seth? This is what we're here to see.
Okay, so look up Mothman statue behind. Okay, that's what you look up, people. You're gonna see that motherfucker got an ass on him.
He has quite the rump on him. Actually, if anyone in here is into this stuff, I really like the BuzzFeed Unsolved stuff.
Yeah,
On this,
I'm into that. I'm into that.
It's real good.
Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh shit! The dog just opened the door and someone came into my room, and I almost shit my pants.
So
What's
this
up,
is
Cody?
where's the statue at?
Point
Pleasant,
Virginia.
Virginia, which is where like
Yeah.
the Mothman
West
kind
Virginia.
of.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
West Virginia.
And he's got a little butt on him.
He's got a
Mhm.
butt ass. He's got a butt cheek.
He's got junk in the trunk.
Yeah,
Oh.
he got that dumpy.
Yeah.
West Virginia. Yeah, he's kind of cool though. I enjoy that.
Yeah, and the town, that episode really highlights how the town has fun with it. It's a, it's a fun
Yeah,
little.
they give out little Mothman cookies. They have a Mothman festival and shit. It goes
Yeah.
hard. That's like
Yeah.
that's on the bucket list. I'm gonna be honest.
To go to see the Mothman statue.
Yeah,
You're gonna go up there and rub its butt, aren't you?
yeah, bro. How'd you know?
Definitely is.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, Seth.
Yeah.
Have you ever smelt mothballs?
What is mothballs?
Mothballs.
Is it like balls that moths make?
I mean, they're mothballs. I don't know how else to describe them.
What?
Where are you going with this, Peepaw? Maybe context clues will help here.
It's okay. You know,
Is it balls of moths?
it's okay. Tumbleweeds I don't know, but all right. So mothballs are these things that people get and put in like their cedar closets and stuff to keep the moths, you know.
Oh,
Out
keep
of the-
moths out of your
Yeah.
Stop them from eating your clothes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I've never smelled that.
Well, you
Peepaw,
couldn't
show
you
people.
you couldn't get nobody to hold the wings for you.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Show the better angle, Peepaw.
I did. I had that one. That's the one I had up.
Okay, wait, hold
Let's
on,
look
hold
closer.
on. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying there, but honestly, I'm a little too brain dead.
All right, so I just needed everyone to look at the splendor of Mothman's behind, and now that we have
Yeah.
done that, look, because this was deliberate. The artist had to sculpt this.
Yeah.
He could have chosen not to. He gave
Yeah,
it
but why would
detail.
he? Why would he?
I
He's done
wonder.
us a service.
I wonder if he modeled it after like his own bottom.
That's pretty.
You know,
that's
if he
pretty good.
did, I mean, give me a call, sculpture.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay. All right.
So that was my first point. Second point is I can't believe I forgot about one of the cryptids that I find the most horrifying, and weirdly I guess I just have a body horror thing
Mhm.
because it's the not a deer. I posted the link
Yep. Mhm.
in our chat.
Oh
Um,
no, dude, don't that motherfucker. No, dude, I don't fuck with them motherfuckers right there.
No, they're really horrifying. Apparently there's a bunch of like really horrifying creatures in the Appalachians.
Mhm.
And the main thing about them is like you will run into what you initially think is a deer,
Mhm.
and then supposedly you start to feel uneasy because you see like an intelligence behind the deer's eyes that make you uncomfortable. And like the reason it's not a deer is because it's giving off deer, but for some reason you're like, that's not a fucking deer. And yeah. So I find that really scary. And I think we should probably revisit this again at Halloween time and maybe go for some more of the gory
Okay.
cryptids.
Okay.
But yeah, so Appalachian Mountains, I will not be camping there because like just no thank you.
Okay, now let's get to the good stuff, people.
The good stuff.
Wait, like my final point, and I don't know how we could have forgotten this, but cryptozoology includes paranormal, which means that ghosts are cryptids, and so we clearly have to have a whole episode on ghosts,
Oh, fuck.
perhaps, and we
Well,
could maybe
actually,
perhaps
You
have
know,
a guest who
if
might
you-
know something about that.
if you talk about ghosts, you're going to drag him in here.
Well,
You know that, right?
Yeah, don't do that.
So,
I don't know.
all right. So that concludes our episode
Mike, sir, just get out of here.
on
What?
cryptids. Oh God, I
Get
told you,
outta here.
it's like Beetlejuice. You talk about it and boom, up he pops. So
True.
Yeah, why? Wait, why am I here? Hold on,
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Get the glass
Oh.
jar out. Get the jar out.
Oh,
oh, God.
I know why you're,
I-
I know
in the
why
jar,
you're
bro.
here.
Oh, okay.
Someone made a beaver joke, and someone completely missed it. And every time that happens, you show up. So
Is that? Oh yeah, because I'm PR for Now Recording, so yeah,
Yeah.
beavers. Obviously, whenever that happens, I've got to like circle the wagons and everything like
Is
that.
that why
but,
he's called Beavers?
Probably.
yeah,
makes
probably.
sense.
Beavers McWood. Yeah, wood
Yes.
being like a penis pun too.
Mm-hmm.
Am I
Oh,
blowing your mind
well,
right now?
You take the, take the I'm just.
I thought it was because it was like beavers.
You've been
eat
doing that
wood.
all stream. Sorry. People's been doing this all stream where he like stops himself from telling a joke.
I'm trying my best to keep myself. Listen, I have
There's
a
a civil war There's several civil wars happening all at the
Yeah,
same time right
and-
now, so we all got to be on our
Yeah.
best behaviors.
and it doesn't help none that I've got a maggot edits on the loose that's clipping me now. So I have to
Oh,
really
boy.
watch.
Yeah, she's gonna clip you saying that.
Oh,
Wait,
well.
we would only be so lucky.
I just realized something. Seth, you're telling me that this whole time you didn't know that Beavers McWood was a euphemism for vagina?
Yeah. I just kind of thought it was like beavers eat wood.
They do.
Well, it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean, they're not
exactly,
wrong.
Seth. Exactly, Seth. Because beavers eat wood. Do you understand?
Yeah, they do though. Like they
Yes,
do,
exactly,
like-
Seth.
They devour
The animal-
wood. They take the wood
They
in.
devour-
You get it?
No,
Here's the
dude.
beaver.
Okay, but I just want to clear something up while I'm here, because I feel somebody's summoning me somewhere else. But earlier in the stream, Seth, you said that you eat pussy.
Yeah.
What? Why would you eat a cat? That's terrible.
That's pretty normal
That's
in
disgusting.
some countries.
That's terrible, dude. But cats are cuddly. I mean, like I'm allergic to them, so I can't have them as pets. But like, what the hell is wrong with you?
DMax,
Yeah.
I think you're being prejudiced right now. You're being a little bit xenophobic.
What?
Yeah.
No, listen. All I'm saying is that you're hurting my felines.
Are you? I can't
I?
think of another pun.
Oh, well.
I can't even stand you guys right meow.
Yeah, I bet you think you're the cat's pajamas for that one. All right, folks. I'll see you later. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night. Dude,
Wow.
I ain't no way that it isn't beavers to eat wood because of like beavers
Yes.
eating wood.
Yes.
Yes.
It is. I'm not playing with you. I'm
But
not.
I'm not meaning like I'm not. You know what you know what I mean? Like actual like beavers eating the wood to make the dams and shit.
Yes, exactly, Seth. Do you,
Yeah.
Listen, Seth. Look at me, okay? Here's the beaver. Here's the wood.
No, don't do that in
do you-
front of me.
Do
Do not
are you-
do that in front of my virgin eyes.
I'm just saying. Sometimes beavers are hungry, and
Okay, fine. Yeah, let's move on to the good stuff.
All right. Real quick before we go, I wanted to give a little shout out to Jack Johnson.
Fuck Jack Johnson. Me and my homies hate Jack Johnson.
He did the thumbnail for us tonight, and we were very, very appreciative of it. If you're looking for some artwork or graphics and maybe thumbnails, things like that.
And editing.
And editing. Yes, he's also editor. Make sure and look him up. I've got to edit the description down below, but when I do, I will definitely have his Twitter handle and stuff and how you can get in touch with him. So very good job. And while I'm on this thing here, if there's any other artist that would like to give your talents to us doing thumbnails or whatever, let us know in Discord. We'll give you a special role, and we will let you guys know a day or two before when we're having streams what the thumbnail is, and we'll just kind of rotate around and let everybody have a chance to do thumbnails and stuff. This doesn't mean by any means that Seth gets out of not doing thumbnails, because she's proven she is a great artist, and we're going to continue to use her talents. but if there's others out there as well, like Purple Paw Prints, and that also does really good thumbnails. Just to name another one that I know does a really good job, get them to start doing thumbnails. DMax briefly kind of mentioned that we've got all these civil wars and stuff going on right now. There's some really, really crazy stuff going on. I have heard rumors, inklings, little things going out, if you will, tendrils going here and there, that there were going to be some videos being made concerning Tipster. I know that Nicholas DiOrio has talked about it on his Twitter publicly, so we know that's coming. I'd heard that Turkey Tom was also doing one. Well, Turkey Tom's video dropped today. It's 30 minutes. The video itself is a good video. It's, it actually brought up a couple things that I'd actually forgot about that had happened in the lore or history of Tipster. So really good job. In his tweet about the video, he hints to there being a special little surprise at the end of the video, and boy, howdy was there. He later on released the little surprise on Twitter separate. I've got the tweet here pulled up, and we're going.
I've not heard this, so this is going to be exciting.
Yeah, you haven't either? Okay, so this also features Brandon Buckingham. If you don't know who Brandon Buckingham is, he is a content creator. He did an expose video on iDubbbz about the oh shit, help me, Seth.
The Froggy Fresh.
The Froggy Fresh, but no, even before that, from the first one, where
The Sam Hyde?
Sam Hyde. There, thank you. Yes. I don't know why I forgot Sam's name. Where iDubbbz. Anyway, check out Brandon Buckingham if you haven't. He's got some really good videos out there. But anyway, he's in this. Oh, geez, maggots in the chat. Oh, God.
Some stuff for you to go back and flip, Megan.
But anyway,
Peepaw, this is great because it's Seth's turn to be clipped.
Yes, Maggot. Maggot, you need to go back to the beginning when we start talking about Boggy Creek. Boggy Creek, yes, it is. Seth has
Just
a little bit of a moment.
Don't get her to
I probably will. But see, she's a professional clipper. I mean, she's a master clipper. So much to clip. Exactly, Purple. So much to clip, Seth. Maggot, you can clip Seth for days. There's so much. So,
sure. Come on now.
But anyway,
come on.
So, Turkey Tom, this is the gentleman here in the did a diss track. We haven't had a good diss track in a long, long time in this community, and this one is absolute fire. So, without any further ado, here we go.
Dude, he's stripped out.
It's time and we get into the turkey. Just red as hell eating all the beef jerky. Why are you on Discord? Are you like 30? On Twitter hitting up e-girls getting flirty. Half your age and a bigger than you'll ever be. More subs on my second channel than you'll ever see. More subs on my second channel than you'll ever eat. Money growing longer than your penis you should never see. You want some advice? Well, here's my tip. Dog, if I was you, I'd probably end my whole shit. Dog, if I was you, lose the weight and go lift. Do a couple push-ups and lose those tits. You're a loser and a creep, that's 2 out of 3. Lowy ass shoes on my motherfucking feet. I'ma hit Tippy with a 2-2-3. Leave his ass dead in the motherfucking street.
I see them making fun of you on Kiwi farms. They're talking about how much of a freak you are. And I'd honestly feel bad, and I'd offer you my pity, but I'm busy out here buying me a sleek new car.
Need to stay away from the goth mommies. Shoot you in the head like COD zombies. Boy, you old as fuck like Rob Zombie. Trying to give Kels that slop topic. I'm with Bobby, I roll up a stogie. I ash it on Tipster and tell him to blow me. You trying to eat burgers, especially Zoe. You said you was leaving, you better get going. Gonna deactivate, cry like a bitch. Buddha heart under you, throwing a fit. Bitch, knows I'm dark, but I'm getting it lit. Bring up my DMs, I don't give a shit.
Sub count stuck like you in a tub. Trying to get bitches to give you a tug. All in their DMs like, give me a hug. Gain more weight than you gain new subs.
Honestly, Tipster, fuck you. Hannah Animal, she a slut too. Trying to fuck Jalen, yuck dude. No IRL lady's gonna touch you. How you 35 is still beefing with kids? Need to lay off the Oreos, word up to Nick. Before we wrap up, got a question real quick. Why do all the hot ones not like dick?
I see them making fun of you on Kiwi Farms. They're talking about how much of a creep you are. And you're such a fat loser that no girl would wanna touch you even if she's on the ground and needs that CPR.
I just put Tipster in a king-size casket. Triple XL. You're like H3, but without the money. Your channel's dead, I find it funny. Shout out to Chris, but I love Sunny.
Dude, that went hard. Oh my god.
I
like
retweeted this. And I said, I hope somebody has got Tipster on watch right now, because holy shit.
Holy shit,
Well,
yeah. Slaughtered.
I
Murder.
disagree.
223 murder with the case right there.
Yeah.
No, here's the problem. Firstly, it was a great diss track. The problem is this is Tipster we're talking about. Do you know what he's going to do? You already know what he's going to do. He's going to go, that was a great song, guys. We're all laughing together, right, guys? Ha, ha, ha. But
I don't
Yeah,
know what Tipster's gonna do. Hopefully, as people said, he's got someone
going to
on watch.
cope. He's going to cope hard and inadequately like he always does.
No, I think he's gonna turn around and say, you see, this is what I meant. They're toxic as fuck. They're making videos on me because I'm not their friend anymore. That's what he's gonna say.
Now that's what he's gonna say behind the scenes and saying, and then when he gets called out for it, he's gonna say, well, of course I said that. You guys came out here and were super toxic, which was exactly what I was talking about. It's the tipster cycle. It's the toxic tipster train.
I don't know much about Tipster, but that slaps.
So
It does slap. I do like the song.
Purple says that Tipster was actually in Bo Black's stream earlier watching. I know Bo Black was going over the entire Tipster video, or the video that Tom did. Whoa,
Wow.
Hannah saw it in Maggots. So Maggot said, did anyone check on Hannah Animal after that one? And then Purple says Hannah saw it in Bo Black's stream. Oh, yeah.
Dude,
She
those
flat got called out.
those shots, that strays on Hannah, not cool. I ain't gonna lie.
Not cool.
Not cool, bro. She's a queen. You can't be hating on women.
Why?
Cause can you stop doing that? You're such a fucking little loser boy sometimes.
People laugh. That's all that matters.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Shut
They got a
up.
beaver emoji. Beaver emoji in the chats for Seth. Woo woo.
Oh my goodness.
Beaver emojis in the chat for Seth.
Dude.
What I love about that is that probably Beavers would love if they were using the Beavers emoji for him, but no, this is now Seth's emoji.
Seth has claimed. Oh yeah, Seth has claimed.
I do not claim anything, and I think
Seth, think about it. You
I've seen many
for laughing at this. You're 13-year-old.
Seth, hold on, Seth. Are you objecting to people just throwing their beavers at you? Is that what you're saying? That's what it sounds like.
I'm a good Jewish boy, okay? I don't do no beavers.
Look at all the beavers that are in chat.
Oh, look at all these beavers.
Yes, that is. You are officially now our beavers on this podcast, Seth. You are our beavers.
That sucks.
Hey, that's how a meme is born, right there, folks.
Ain't no meme, bro.
By the way, the link I put in chat, guys, is to Turkey Tom's video. Go check it out. It is a good video. It is very good.
It's a good song. The song is good.
Yeah. The video itself has got 37,000 views.
You know, motherfuckers gonna have forgotten about this shit like Sunday, and it don't matter.
I don't. I don't know.
Not if a lot of people are making videos.
Right now, I don't know. Right now, Tipster has a lot of. What's the word I'm looking for? He's not well liked.
Yeah.
Because
Hey guys,
But did he
remember?
really? But he never really did anything like he didn't fucking rape someone. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's
no.
part of it, right? That's why he's fun to clown on. Like everyone else is doing actually bad shit. He just can't take accountability. It could be so easy. It could be so simple. But no, he can't do it. And so we all get to point and laugh. Because he's been warned. He's been warned. He's been helped. He's been protected. Like nobody, like if somebody has gotten chances from everybody in the community, like he's gotten mercy from Augie RFC. Like what?
So you have to remember, Orgy RFC is like a fucking like a 12-year-old little boy. Okay, like do anyone care what kind of flag or pass he gets from Orgy RFC, dude?
I think he cares.
Dude,
I think he cares a lot.
Orgy RFC looks like someone who's gluten intolerant, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think Augie denies that actually. And it's irrelevant to the point. Like I think the kind of videos that Augie, Nick, and Bo Blacks make, I wouldn't want those kind of videos being made about me so regularly because they're hard to counter anyway. But imagine trying to counter them and you're Tipster. Like,
okay,
yikes.
Can we talk about Augie RFC? Looks like he's gluten intolerant. Like, why he look like that?
Where's Banana with the cricket?
You guys ever seen that video from VidCon where he gets like shoved in the pit?
Yeah, gets knocked down. Yeah, because they're out there moshing it up. Yeah. What about it?
He gets shoved in the pit, and it's like you can see his ass bone crinkling as it falls to the ground.
Well, he weighs maybe what 90 pounds, soaking wet with a rock in his pocket. I mean, he's not a very big dude, you know.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Okay, so you don't like Augie RFC?
I've literally, I don't think I've ever watched a full Augie RFC stream. I have no idea who he is, but I think it's hilarious that he looks like that.
Okay, that's a weird thing to find hilarious, Seth. I gotta say. There's something more hilarious.
But, dude, he looks like if you offered that motherfucker a croissant, he'd be dead within 2 minutes.
Why? Why would he be? I don't understand. You're going to help me. I'm not following you on that one.
Because he's gluten intolerant.
Oh, so you want to try to kill him because of his dietary habits?
No, I'm just saying, dude. He be looking like he ain't ever ate no croissant.
Well, if he's gluten intolerant, I would imagine probably not. I think
I don't know if he is, but he looks like he couldn't eat a croissant.
I would like to just point out that in this podcast, this very one that is occurring right now, we had about 10 minutes where you did not catch on what beavers meant. Like, even if you had never heard it before, there were clues, Seth. There were clues.
Okay, but like, listen, this motherfucker looks like he don't need no croissant.
Yeah.
Okay? He looked like he ain't eating no baguette. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he's gluten intolerant.
Did you come across some small blue pills, perhaps?
They weren't blue.
Did they look like candy, Seth?
I stole morphine out of my mom's drawer.
In Minecraft.
Wow.
Oh,
so
why he look like that though? Yo, why does Turkey Tom? He used to look like a little femboy. Now he looks like he's a little bit of a beaner, and he crawled out of like a sewage pipe.
I don't like this whole
slurs
at the end of the podcast thing. Like, I feel like we could do better segments. I felt like
come on, beaner isn't a slur. Oh, it is a slur.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't
It is,
feel.
but I also thought that this was shit on Tipster Corner, and shit on Tipster Corner is one of my favorites. So if we could get back to that,
All right.
Tipster
So
regularly scheduled program.
this is
Tipster
coming.
fat.
I just had this sent to me. So Hannah Animal has addressed the stray she caught in the video. She says, I caught a stray and the surprise at the end comes with the territory. I accept my fate. Check out Tom's vid. So, you know what?
Yo, that's the best response.
That is the perfect response. That is the perfect response. So, you know
good
what?
on her, bro.
Thumbs up for Hannah. Take it. Take your shot.
No,
Take
Hannah,
your-
she's a good looking woman. Okay, she ain't like she's not gluten intolerant. She didn't crawl out of no sewer. She's not a beaver.
Well, it doesn't matter how good she is or not. You can't take care of her beaver, so what does it matter?
Dude, I'm gonna take care. Now that I know about beavers, I'm gonna take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what? Tipster looks like the opposite of someone who's gluten intolerant.
Probably not. But I can't say a whole lot because I'm a fat ass myself. So
Yeah, but like Tipster's kind of like he different kind of fat. He built different. You know what I'm saying?
there's been some people out there said that I'm basically like Tipster's dad. I'm like an old Tipster, and I'm kind of getting to where I think that's a little bit kind of a burn on me.
Yeah.
Hold on. I heard a rumor today that you're not even a boomer, Peepaw. Are you a Gen Xer? Have you been deceiving us this whole time?
No. I'm not. I never said I was a boomer. I don't think.
This
What the hell just happened? What? Everybody's roboting on me here. Hang on a second, guys. Am I losing internet? No.
I think we got to talk so that he knows if it's better.
Yeah, okay. I'm back. I'm back. I had a little bit of a robot there for a second. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's.
Damn it. And it's because again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I would tell you something. Discord's been acting screwy as hell here the last couple of days for me. Like I was in a Discord with my friends the other night and it just kicked me out. Just literally kicked me out of my own server. Gone.
That's been happening to
Just
people lately.
acting like he has friends. That's crazy, people.
What, did I have friends? All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead now, DMax. It seems to be kind of calmed down, so tell your story.
That's okay. I basically only called in just to ask Seth a really quick question.
Are you going to finish that croissant?
Yo, that's banger. Yo, he got the croissant on him.
Croissant?
DMax in here with the croissant.
You know, I know you said I know the comment was, you know, we wouldn't want people like Tarky Tom or Nicholas DiOrio, people like that making videos and whatever. And yeah, probably not. Because if they're taking time to do a video on you, it's probably because you done fucked up in some way, form, or fashion.
Yeah. Nobody's catching a Nicholas DiOrio video as a stray.
Well, I don't know. Right now,
that would be wild.
Nicholas DiOrio and Technicals are going at it again. I guess that
I've heard. We should talk about that at some point.
Yeah, they fucked off with that fucking the truce they called. They fucked off with that.
I know Technicals did a stream today and was talking about shit. We'll see where things go. We'll see how, but possibly, yeah, we could talk about that, I guess.
Who's gotten really fat though? Nicholas DiOrio, dude. He's gotten fat.
How do you know he's gotten fat? There's no pictures of him for at least the last 4 years. He could have dropped a ton of weight.
People.
What?
I've seen that motherfucker.
Okay, hang on. When was the last?
Nick they're fat, okay, and like I want to talk about the bullshit. You know
what? Well, okay, we could talk about
eating.
We could talk about the bullshit, but I want to. When was the last time you seen a up to date picture of Nicholas DiOrio? Because the last one I seen was about 4 years ago when he went to con.
World, bro.
You're in Nick's world.
It is what it is.
Are
You're
you
in
in
Nick's
the?
balls?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're in the DMs with Nick. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you guys
Nope.
like
I know, I'm literally in his wall.
in his wall?
Yeah,
Oh.
like, I'm literally in there.
You know.
Hmm.
All right. Okay.
You can hear Edwin's right. You can hear the fat in Nick's voice, which is kind of crazy. When you get to that point, what are you doing? What are you doing, Nick?
Eating really good food.
This motherfucker lives in fucking New York or some gay shit. He ain't eating no good food.
Oh my God, is he eating good food? He can eat
He's
everything.
eating terrible food, bro.
I just want to go on record clearly and say, Nick, that's not me nor my opinions. Her name is Seth.
Let me go on the record here, Nick. I know we be cool and shit, but you're fat as fuck, bro.
If you want her ad or anything, let me know. I'll be glad to give it to you. So when you do the expose video on her, let me know. Rumor has it she doesn't like
Why
beavers.
don't you lose weight? Why do you not lose weight? Why you so fat? Like what's the deal
can I
with
just
Nicholas
say-
the Oreo and burgers?
You know, I feel like I should point out that Seth is secretly a good person. She doesn't want you guys to know, but she's doing this because she really wants Nicholas the Oreo to be healthy with her toxic positivity. So don't let this.
I just think it's funny as fuck that he's healthy,
yeah.
that he's like, fat as fuck. It's kind of funny.
But also, I would also like to point out that if bullying Nicholas the Oreo worked at all, we would have more Nicholas the Oreo videos. You cannot bully this man.
I love Nick's videos, I'm gonna be honest, but he is fat.
Okay.
He's a smart guy, friendly guy, always been nice to me, but he's fat. He's kind of fat though.
Okay.
Ain't gonna lie, Nick the Oreo, kind of fat. But
hot take.
Hot take.
I don't think that's a hot take, to be honest. I think he kind of fat. Like that's just how it is. You know who's not fat though?
Who's not fat?
Augie RC, dude. That motherfucker look like he could need no croissant.
Listen, can I just say, I know that I've been watching too many videos because you said, you know who's not fat? And for some reason, I went into like Now Recordings, also Bad with Money's are, and then they started reading it. Like I thought you were about to read a list of our $15 members.
We don't have any $15 members.
If we ever got to that point, that's how I'm gonna do it. Okay, I want to do the transition.
And speaking of that, guys, we are at 455 subs. Once we hit 500, we are on the YouTube's already sent us we're kind of whatever. We just got to meet that requirement to hit 500 subs, and then we can start having channel memberships and stuff like that. The girls, the ladies here, have got a lot of ideas. They want to do movie nights. They want to do this and that, whatever else. That would be for members only. In the Discord, we're going to watch movies. The good movies. You have popcorn movie nights, things like that. I will tell you right now, I will try to attend as many as I possibly can. We'll do special little stages and things like that.
I'd be rocking with it if
Sure you would. Sure you would.
No, I'm saying I'd be rocking with it as if that happens, guys, the content you're gonna get, okay, it's gonna be the best content ever made. I'm gonna be carrying you guys around in my pouch like I'm a kangaroo, kind of type deal, taking care of you type deal. So subscribe, please.
So if you don't mind, if you would share out the channel, get your on the Twitter, tweet out the channel and stuff, and help us get to that last little push. And we only need 45 subs, and we're there. So subs. Yeah. So Anyway,
I, for one, really like Jackbox games, and
Yeah,
I
I've
think it
got
would
all
be
of
fun.
them. We're gonna pull up some Jackbox, so we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about how fat Nicholas the Oreo has gotten.
We will have a
Um,
whole uncensored stream about how fat Nicholas the Oreo is,
I will
hosted by
pull up
Seth.
pictures and I will pull up like schematics and shit, and we'll try to figure out what his weight is live on stream.
God.
Maybe we can get him to call in and just tell us.
Anyway, all right.
Are you
So-
gonna go have a croissant?
I'm gonna go have supper. I haven't had supper yet, and I'm gonna go. The wife and I started watching I don't know if you guys have anybody chat or the ladies have ever watched. There's a series of movies that was made back in, I think it started out like early 2000s. It's the oh crap, what is it? It stars. Oh God, my mind went completely totally blank. Tom Selleck. Where he's a police chief in a little small town out in Maine, called Paradise. I can't remember the name of anyway. They're all, they've got them on Amazon Prime. They're free. Wife and I started watching. We watched, I don't know, 2 or 3 of them last night. Really good. Probably go out there and finish watching up the rest of those with her tonight and have about a supper and what have you. Ladies, is there anything that you want to tell the people to look for you upcoming and stuff?
Twitter at SethJOR. I tweet about how fat Nicholas the Oreo has gotten, and the fact that Nicholas the Oreo should lose weight.
Yeah, Jesse Stone's.
So go
Thank
check
you,
that out.
Fairy Floss. Yeah, Jesse Stone. That's the name of the movie series. Jesse Stone. Thank you.
Yeah.
By the way, Seth and Gigi's Twitters both are down in the description below. So if you're not following them on Twitter, please do so. I think they're both. I think you guys both got over 100 right the other day. Is that right? You guys are both.
Yeah.
No, I am not over 100. I only said that to poke at Banana. I would
Okay.
like to say that I'm going to be doing something kind of random, which
Okay.
is I've been wanting to do reviews of the Fast and the Furious series because it is the greatest series that has ever existed, and more people need to know about it.
Okay.
But also because there is now an ongoing debate in my life now where it cannot be decided which of the masterpieces is the best. And so this is something that needs to be decided. And so it probably has nothing to do with any of the other kind of content I'm going to make, but a random series on Fast and the Furious.
Okay.
And I'm very serious about it. This is not ironic. This is not a place where you come and hate and shit on these movies. These movies are golden, okay? They teach the importance of family and conviction and fast cars.
You know, Nicholas the Oreo could have never been in a Fast and Furious movie because he wouldn't fit in the cars.
Well, and
Oh,
Seth,
God.
you've been missing a joke in pretty much every appearance of Beavers McWood for the past, I don't know how many years at this point, which is wild.
But at least I'm not fat like Nicholas the Oreo.
That's a good point, Seth. You're absolutely right. I didn't think of it that way,
Jesus.
and
Listen.
I retract my statement.
And on that note, guys, remember to always keep your powder dry and
And look for us in the funny papers.
good
Woo!
job, Seth.
Let's go, baby! Nicholas the Oreo.